Silhouette with design using Zentangle. Okay, for this part we're going to use the positive. That's the shape that we cut out. And the rule is 5 lines. The line must go from one side to the other. It also must stop if it bumps into another line. So, oh, this is a terrible marker. I need a better one. So if I do this, that follows the rules. It goes from one side to another. What if I do this? Does that count? No, it doesn't. It doesn't go to the side. And then it must stop when it bumps into the other line. How about this? Does this count? Yes, it does, because it stopped at the line and it started at the side. Could I do this? Yes, it starts from one side to another. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more line. I'm going to do one over here. Boom. And you want the lines to stay straight. Now you're ready for the next step. 5 lines following the rules. So to continue this, I'm going to use my metallic markers. They work out really nicely on the colored paper. I'm also thinking about Zentangles. Zentangles are repeated patterns that happen again and again in a space. These are Zentangle cards, and they actually tell you step by step how to make the designs. You might not go this detailed because of the size marker we're using. However, you can do the first couple of steps and you will make some amazing designs in your spaces. So I'm going to look at these Zentangles and I'm going to work with them to create the designs. I'm going to start out with this one. Okay, so I'm looking in one of the spaces and I'm starting out my Zentangle. So it has on it a line and another line and then another line, another line. That's this part right there. Then we see that it goes across like this. That's right there. And in that, I'm going to make more lines that are the same as that line. Then I'm going to go the other direction, and I go this way. My lines go like this. So I'm going to follow the different Zentangle designs, and I'm going to fill up this entire silhouette with Zentangle designs, repeating the different lines and shapes in each of my new spaces. So this is still part of this, so I'm going to repeat it over here. And I have a little bit of a space here that I didn't do. So I'm going to go this way, and some that go this way, and some that go this way. So you're going to look at different Zentangle cards. I would recommend one color for each space. So you look at them. Oh, I like this one. This is similar but different. Pick out a new color. And so this one starts out with little bumps like this. And then the next bump is in the middle of those. And then again, I follow the same rule. They're in between each of the bumps, each of the spaces. Kind of like fish scales, right? So you're going to continue doing this, filling up every space in your silhouette. Now this has another step, so I'm going to go to the next step, which is make this little teeny tiny leaf, and that happens on every one of the corners. So I'm going to go one at a time. Take your time. This is not a process where you rush. It's actually quite calming to just follow the rule and doodle and fill up the spaces. Have a good time designing the inside space of your silhouette. When you're all done, you push the button and watch the rest of the video to find out how we're going to finish this project. Okay, so as you see, I'm finished. I've decorated all of the different sections and different patterns, and now I'm getting ready to mount it.
Be sure you put your name and room number on the back of your paper.
On the back, I'm now going to put a track of glue around the edge, a race track around the edge, crank down my glue, put the cap on, and now I'm going to glue it in the middle of another piece of paper. Remember the magic to get glue stick to stick? You want to rub the paper till it gets warm. When it's warm in your hand, that is friction, and friction is going to get it to stick and bond together. So I'm going to rub it together till it gets warm. Maybe even on the back might be a little bit better. Now it is done. I'm going to label it and hand it in.